Day 40 of the rest of my life. 40 days ago, I quit my corporate job to pursue my passion of starting a successful clothing brand and showing you that when you align your passions with your purpose, everything and anything is possible. Today on day 40, I tried to quit my part-time job, but my family did not let me. After I quit my corporate job and I decided to move back home, back to Long Island, New York, I was previously in Philadelphia and I was working in New Jersey, and after it was apparent that this was not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and I knew what my purpose was, I knew I had this passion for doing YouTube and starting a successful brand and helping others align themselves with their passion and connect it to their purpose, it was painful to not pursue my passion any longer. So I moved back home and I moved back into my childhood bedroom, as you guys can see in this background here. And I'm not ashamed of this. I'm not ashamed that I had to move back home. I'm not ashamed that I had to make sacrifices to pursue my passion. And that's what the part-time job was. It was a sacrifice of my time and a sacrifice of some of my energy to gain some money to invest back into the brand. I got this part-time job through a family friend. Obviously there was no job description, but word of mouth, the job was supposed to be quote unquote easy work, and I was signed up to help this contractor / carpenter. And essentially I was gonna go around with him in these apartment buildings and we were gonna do little jobs here and there. I was told I was gonna do painting, simple work, easy jobs here and there, and I would be getting $150 a day. $150 under the table is not bad at all. $150 a day that I was making from my part-time job was basically more than I was making at my corporate job, if you guys can believe that. I was working in sales, so my base salary was fairly small, but you make money through commission. The kicker was that you would make this money back from commission, and once you learned how to sell and once you learned about the product, you had the opportunity to make more than the average person right out of college, but that's not guaranteed. You have to work extremely hard to get to that level and sell at an extremely high rate and be very skilled at the job to do that. I don't want to discourage you guys from going to sales because I honestly enjoy sales. This is just my personal experience. After living expenses such as rent, utilities, food, and I was living out on my own when I was in Philadelphia. I had an apartment and I had roommates, so my expenses were slightly smaller, but still a significant amount of the money I was making. And I'm telling you this because after the expenses are taken out from that check at my corporate job, they are almost equal to what I'm making at the part-time job. Working this part-time job did give me the opportunity to save up because now that I'm home and I have no overhead costs, I don't have to pay the light bill, I don't have to pay the water bill. Thankfully, I can save that money and I can use it to invest into my brand and invest into this quality. I got a camera, I was able to invest in myself, I was able to upgrade some of my equipment, and I am grateful for that. Still, it's painful when you're not doing something that you want to do and you know your purpose and you know exactly what you want to be doing. It's painful and it's annoying and it's frustrating and it sucks to be doing anything else. If you've been following me on TikTok, if you've been following me on Instagram, you've seen my journey. You've seen what I've been doing. And from the job description, it seemed like easy money. And that's all I wanted. I wanted a job where I could go and make easy money and still have energy to go back home after the day is over and work on my brand. And eventually, as time progressed, I just felt myself getting more and more roped into the job. It started giving me more and more responsibilities, and the work started to get a little bit harder each day. Each day, the better I got at the job And the more I progressed, the more skills I learned, the better I got at painting, the better I got at layering and making it look seamless, and the better my lines got, the better I got at sanding, the better I got at using these specific tools. The more things I knew, the more they started to pile it on. They started to reel me in. They started to let me drive the work van, take the work van home, go pick up your coworker in the morning. Yeah, just go ahead and, you go get him at 9 a.m. and you rock like that. It started to feel like the roles were being a little bit reversed. Like he was turning into the helper and I was turning into the main guy, and I did not like that. And that turned me off immediately. I was like, not what I want to do. Yeah, no. Like, no, it is not what I want to do at all. Let's switch back to what we were doing before. Let me be the helper. I started to commit less, and it got easier. But once we went in that crawl space, I was completely over it. I was.
Excuse me, can you record me real quick? Can you record me real quick?
Get somebody else to do it.
I checked out. All the dust and the mold and the fiberglass, and it was hot and dusty. I was like, immediately no. And I had to literally every second, every moment of the day, I had to be like, all right, just stay present. Just stay focused in this moment right here. This will all be over soon. The week will be over. You'll get your money. You'll be happy again. And then you can go and invest in the brand. And that is why you guys saw that exit plan for $5,000. That's what you guys saw. That was out of frustration, out of not being able to work in the brand and putting so much time and putting so much energy into something that I didn't want to do. Today, I woke up and I did a 30-minute HIIT workout in my garage because it was raining out today. As you guys see, I got my hair done. You see it. And I didn't want to get my hair wet, so I did a workout in the garage. I had to get in the shower. I texted my coworker and I was like, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you showing me these tips. I appreciate everything that you've done for me, allowing me to make some money for my brand, but I'm going full time and I'm gonna focus on my brand. I almost said, if things don't work out, I'll come back and help you if you still need help, but I erased that part because I know this is what I wanna do and I'm gonna make it work by any means. After I reached out to my coworker, I felt good. Took a shower and I immediately got to work. And I implemented some things onto my YouTube that have been lacking, such as timestamps and descriptions and tags. I was missing so many things from my YouTube that I didn't have time, because I'm not gonna sacrifice my health and I'm not gonna sacrifice my sanity and all these things that we were meant to believe that we need to sacrifice to be successful, like working 100 hours a week and slaving for the dollar and focusing on things that don't really matter. That's not the life that I want to live, and I don't want to be the type of person who puts myself in danger, especially for something that I want to do. I will gladly put myself in front of the bullet for my clothing brand, but I'm not finna sacrifice my time and my energy and my effort and my health for something that I don't even want to do at the end of the day. And that's what it was turning into. I didn't want to sacrifice anything but a little bit of time and a little bit of energy, and it was consuming. What they tell you is that you have to buy back your time, and unfortunately that is true for most people. You will have to buy back your time because not a lot of people can move back home like myself and have the stability of family to count on. Thankfully, I do have those things, but unfortunately for most people, you will have to buy back your time and you will have to back and start. Me personally, I can't do it any longer. With how short life is and how limited time is, why would you want to do anything else besides what you enjoy doing and what you love? If you have that opportunity, if you have your basic necessities met, why would you want to do anything else? Because of what other people think? Because of fear? Because you don't believe in what you're truly doing? If you want to do something, then do it. And I'm talking to myself right now when I'm looking in this camera. I don't have many subscribers, so basically right now I'm the only one watching these videos, and I'm making these videos to remind myself of how far I've come in these past 40 days and how far I'm gonna go. This is a journey. I'm gonna look back on these videos and be like, damn, I remember when I was working that part-time job, and I remember when I was in that crawl space, and I remember when I was going through that pain, that struggle. And I felt like no one believed in me and I wasn't gonna make it. And this is gonna be a memory, and this is gonna be proof. But until then, this is a documentary for myself at this time. So after I was like, I'm done, I'm over it, I had to talk with my dad and a family friend, and they were very hesitant about me quitting the job. And I do hear where they're coming from. I do understand other people's point of views other than my own, but I gotta bet on myself on this one. Don't want to get too personal on the conversation or share too much, but I'm gonna bet on myself, and I'm gonna give myself a time block. And if this thing doesn't work out, I'll happily go back, and you guys will see me wearing the collared shirt, back on the job, and I'll be smiling and I'll be happy. But we're not doing ifs anymore. I'm not doing ifs. I'm not doing ifs anymore. I know it's gonna work, and I'm gonna make it work by any means. And there's no plan B. There's only one plan. I'm gonna go get it, and no one's gonna stop me. No one's gonna stop me. That is the type of time that I'm on today, on day 40, and I'm ready to mess up and to fail and to lose and to be laughed at and to be judged and for people to say, oh, you shouldn't do it like this, you should do it like that, or oh, I told you so, remember I told you that this would happen if you did that and you did this. I'm ready for it, and I'm willing to take that and get past it and move on and keep pushing and keep going towards my goal and serving as a reflection that you can do it also. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is our journey. This is not my journey. This is not your journey. This is our journey. And when you align your passions with your purpose, everything and anything is possible. Let's win from within today, and I appreciate you.